Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
First time I done got wild in a long time. We here to have a good time, not a long time. Prime time, feeling like Dion in the limelight. Showdown, trying to blow it down, get my mind right. Oh, hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. I take the first, you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So 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 get loud.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. It's going to be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
On one, right?
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Bengals.
A carry here for Brown. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
A run on first and goal. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
They bring the tight end in motion. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bengals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
What is it on?
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Bears sending out their punt team. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
On 2.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and a yard. Now Brown. Oh, the ball comes out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain.
From the 22 now, here's second and 9. A play fake. Now Williams. He's got it at the 7, and he'll take this one in. Touchdown Bears. That is first touchdown this year.
But think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
There'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up second down.
Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, kicking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 5.
What is up?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
2-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they've got it. Going to pick up the first down there. Right around midfield.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on fourth down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jordan Battle up for his safety spot, makes the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off play action. Here's Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Got it with Smith in Jigba. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got it! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play for the Bears. 31 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, they continue to build on this lead here early. It's going to be a long day for this defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On the ground, it's Brown. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A first catch there for Chase. And he's got a first down to go with him.
18 on the play. And the Bengals first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll turn and hand this one off. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Martin Emerson on the tackle. From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 14-3 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
Up the middle they go. And he will score! Touchdown Bears. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Makes the score Bears 21, Bengals 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 2.
Trying to start on the ground. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Martin Emerson on the tackle.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Pass over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. They go play action for Burrow. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow now. Inside the 10, it is caught. He's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Cincinnati.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Bears first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Williams to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
What is going on?
Now give on the ground. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. That is about as good a half as you'll ever see out of a running back. Greg, his third rushing touchdown of the first half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy team. I mean, this guy has come out with something to prove today. I can't wait to see what he has in store for the second half.
That's the score. Bears 28, Bengals 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right in.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score. What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
So by nature, Mike, you know I am a guy that is generally aggressive on fourth down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was fourth and long, but hey, listen, they have confidence in their offense. They have confidence in their group, and hey, who are we to second guess them?
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Clark Phillips. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick two if you prefer? The play backfires for the offense in a big way.
Well, Mike, you don't see this too often in the NFL. The rare pick two. Now, it won't go down in the stat sheet as an interception for either guy, but the effort won't go unnoticed. For him to go the entire length of the field at the end of this drive certainly ends on a high note after giving up that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
What is it on?
Now a give up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On second down, it's Williams. He's got this on target to Anderson. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It is 2nd and 9.
What is it?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
1. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. And how about that? Nice return there. Picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
1-1, ready?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
The Bengals will line up.
They'll work with Brown. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. They stop the 2-point try.
Bengals 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he gets this up close to the 40. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's 1st and 10.
What is that?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances of picking up the key 3rd down?
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Chicago.
At the 22-yard line.
What is that?
Now a handoff, running right. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
What is that?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. This has been some kind of march downfield now, and they pay it off with 6. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no...
And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Williams. Out to his right. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
On 1, right? They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 15-yard line. first and 10.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Here we go, here we go.
A tight end in motion now. Here's Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Can.
Burrow here on second down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one finds Chase. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, you're accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 33, here's second and 6. A carry here for Brown. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a gain of 20.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter gets underway, and it's a run by Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
Now a running play. Good blocking to the 15. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point is up and through. And the Bengals will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 25, here's second and 7. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
What is going on?
Here's Williams now to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Bears send out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
One, ready?
Now Brown into the secondary at the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
One, ready?
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
They'll run here with Brown. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
43-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Try again. It's second and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on third down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incompletion.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
I'm fine, ready?
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Back to throw, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. Here's a run going left.
Number 36 on the field. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 8. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up into.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Bears first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. A play fake. Now Williams. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Third, they need 8. Off play action. Here's Williams. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown Bears.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point is good. And the Bears will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Only one timeout remaining for the defense. as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.